Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're back in Car Mechanic Simulator. We're gonna be fixing up our car some more. Well, I don't even know where the car is, to be honest with you. I'm in the painting booth for, some reason. Yo, there's my Jeep. It's probably gonna be, remember in the last video, we had the thing running. Oh, okay, wait. Okay, I think I remember where it is now. The car is on the dyno. No. No. I don't remember if we did the dyno in the last video. Well, no, we did. We don't need to do it now. This is what the car is looking like right now, current condition. It's actually pretty nice. I was trying to think about what kind of upgrades we could do to this car to make it better. I was trying to think about what we're gonna do to this car in its current state. I think we're gonna pull the motor. We might rebuild the motor in this video, and we're gonna leave everything else. So I think we're gonna go ahead with that. We're gonna go ahead and pull this motor, and we're gonna rebuild it. So probably the part when I build the motor, probably put that on like I might speed that up a little bit. So there won't be any audio, but I'll find some dope music to put there instead. Okay, but first thing we gotta do to pull this motor, we gotta drain the oil from the car. This oil should be pretty nice since we just put it in. It's like a dark color, so it's not supposed to be that way. But now we're gonna go ahead and take out our drive shaft really fast. That's like take out our drive shaft. Okay, took out our drive shaft. Now we're gonna come pull the motor. Now we're gonna, okay, now we gotta pull our transmission. And we gotta pull off part of our exhaust system. Now we should be able to just plop this motor right out. I'm hoping. This thing should hopefully just come right out. We might. We'll see though. I kind of dig the color of this thing, but I told you guys to kind of pick a color eventually. Yeah, we just pulled out our motor. Now our engine bay is looking pretty bare. Now, I think we might redo the whole engine bay in this video, since that's part of the engine. Okay, now I gotta actually install an engine on the stand. Yeah, okay, these motors are both the same, so it's not gonna matter, because one of these came out of... Yeah, one of these came out of this truck, and one of these came out of this car. But they're both the same motor, so... So we'll just rebuild one of these. This is the one that came out of the truck. Is this one? Because this one's really nice. So I don't want to purposely. I want to pick the worst. I'm trying to pick the worst one of the two motors for our build, because I know that the motor that I had was not super flashy. It was not the nicest motor either, so okay, this looks more like it, boys. So I'm gonna go to the part now where I speed run this build, so I'll see you guys then. We'll time lapse it, whatever. we're back after finishing the engine. This engine does look pretty nice. We'll test it later, but I think before we drop in this engine, I think we're gonna finish the rest of the engine bay. I haven't touched the engine bay yet, so we're gonna take out all the junk and fix up stuff. Now, in order to take out this stuff, we have to do something specific, or else it kind of gets mad at you. So we need this thing right here. This is gonna drain out all the nasty, gross fluids out of everything. So we'll do that first. We'll take out all the nasty fluids out of everything. Now, I'm not gonna say it's like terrible, but hey. Okay. After taking all that stuff out, now we can take out all of these components right here, and we're gonna put nice new ones in. Now, I might actually have some on me right now to throw in. No. Don't think I have anything brand new, so we're gonna have to buy stuff, but we'll do that last. First, I need to take apart this fuse box, which is actually really basic. Surprised there's like not as many fuses as some of the other fuse boxes have. Now, those red and green fuses, those yellow and green fuses just stay there. Take out everything. Now we've got a fully stripped down engine bay. There's nothing in here. So let's go fix up as much of this stuff as we can, or if any of it can be fixed up. Okay, radiator, brake servo. We got the cover for the fuse box, and we've got the actual fuse box base that like all the fuses go into. Buy the rest of the stuff, we'll get everything put back together, and then we'll test it out on the dyno, and we'll take it out on the road. Okay. Putting it all back together really fast. Putting all the fuses really fast. Buy all the missing stuff. Get that done. Purple. And purple fuse, and then another 10 fuse, and then our cover. And now I was not gonna put another engine in this thing because we've already done that, so we need to buy this and this. That should be everything that's left for the engine bay, and then we'll put in our nice new shiny motor. I have to buy all that stuff from here. This one's kind of useless because we don't even really need it. And we got power steer. So we'll throw in everything really fast. And we'll fill up all the fluids last. We'll go get our motor off of the engine stand over here. We'll take off the engine stand. And if I didn't move, now we gotta go get the tool so we can reinstall our engine. Okay, this is our engine. All nice, brand new. Didn't use any used parts whatsoever. Or at least I tried to avoid it. I tried to avoid using used parts. Put this thing up in the air. We'll get everything hooked back up. We'll get everything hooked back up that we need for this engine to run. Most importantly, we actually got some better exhaust. We'll change out the exhaust later because eventually we're gonna. I think I want to redo the whole underbody. Okay. Apparently I forgot to put on the clutch release bearing. Time for our gearbox. Now I think for this we gotta pair this engine with a suitable gearbox. If this was in real life, this engine with a stock gearbox probably wouldn't handle super well. At least that's what I would assume would happen. So we're gonna put the performance gearbox. And then it also allows us to adjust to some things so we can get like some more horsepower. We can change the gear ratio. So we can. Okay, I think we're all done besides fluid. So let's do that really fast. We'll fill up all the fluids. And then we'll go test this thing out. So we'll start with the power steering reservoir. This engine's looking nice. This thing should hopefully make a lot of power. Open. Okay. That's right in between the two. We're pretty... well, we're not... Now it's all changed out. Now, let's do our oil. About oil, this thing would never start. Well, it'd start, but it would... we'd get metal rubbing on metal, which would basically make everything seize up. And in general, it's just not good. So we don't want that. Now, we're gonna fill up our brake reservoir, because we need brakes. Even though these brakes are a hodgepodge of some new, used, and parts that were already on it, I still want to make sure that these brakes at least we can at least tempt for them to do something. Okay. Now, if I did everything right, we should be able to take this thing and get a benchmark test. If you watched all the way to the end of the last video, when we did the dyno, you could see that we actually were losing horsepower because this engine had some stuff that needed to be done to it. It had some issues with everything. But now we put it back together, so this thing should be making some good horsepower. Now we're making 465 horsepower, 4,557 horsepower RPMs, 104 NMs with 3240 RPM. So it's a gain for horse. It's 178%. It's 188. It's 62% gain for horsepower, 59% gain for newtons, or whatever the other one is. But now that we've done all that, now we should be able to drive this thing on the road. Now, I haven't touched anything because we can adjust the gears. Try and get as much power as I can out of this motor, but we'll do that another time. I just want to see how well this motor is gonna perform. So we're gonna see how well we can make this thing run. We're gonna see how well this thing runs. As you can see, this thing actually doesn't work too bad. It obviously needs work. So okay, guys, I think this is gonna be the end of the video. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Don't forget to go check out my sponsor, Own 3D. And in the next video, we'll be doing the suspension and everything else. So thank you all for watching, and bye bye.